paper. I'm Leah Lindeman, author of the Canadian Reminiscence series, and my usual fare that I present to you is writer's tips and writer's advice, but today is going to be a channel update because I've been inspired. I've been inspired by the bookish community that I've entered into with, I'm going to give out some mentions here, Linda's World of Books, Dark Between Pages, J Maddox, all of you lovely people who I've met, Lucy from Books and Brushes. You guys have inspired me with your love for reading. And before I was ever a writer, I was a reader. And I remember growing up, especially starting at grade 3 and then onward, I was always devouring books. My mom and dad would find me on the couch just reading for hours on end with a book once my schoolwork was done. So I've really re-entered into that love of reading starting last year, but really getting into it this year since one of my reading goals this year is to read at least 50 books, so a book per week. And this is something I want to share with you guys. And I've been watching all those people that I've mentioned, their videos on BookTube, just their thoughts on the books, and this is something I want to share with you guys as well, especially if you're readers and not so much writers, but you want to tune in. I want to give you something that you can enjoy. So I'm really excited for that. That will be the first week of every month. I'm hoping to put out kind of a synopsis of all the books that I've read and my thoughts on those books that I've read the month previous, and then I'll showcase a little bit of what I'm going to go into the month after that. So I will do that next week. First week in May, I'll talk about the books that I've read in April and my thoughts on them, and then I'll give you a glimpse of what I'm going to read in May. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to do this every month or maybe every 2 months, but the last week of every month or every 2 months, I will put out a reading, not a reading, a writing vlog video where I will kind of give you updates on my writing because, as you may know, I am writing my 3rd historical fiction novel. So just kind of go through the aches and pains, but also the joys and triumphs of what writing a novel is all about and what that looks like, kind of the impersonal journey of that. So that's something I'd like to share with you guys as well, and we'll see how often I do it depending on, I guess, how much material I have for you guys. But I'd love to share that process with you if that's something you're interested in. Maybe you're wanting to write and you kind of would like to get an in-person glimpse into what that looks like. So I'll be sharing that with you as well. It's going to be a very short video because it's a small channel update. One thing that I just want to quickly put out there as well, I'm filming this on Monday, but this is coming out on Wednesday. So this Wednesday, April 28th, on Instagram, Lucy from Books and Brushes and myself are doing an Instagram live video where we're going to be chatting about the new Shadow and Bone series, TV show that came out on Netflix, and we're going to be talking about, I guess, how the show relates to the books and our love for the Grishaverse, or is it Grishaverse? One of the two. I think it's Grishaverse. That's how I'm hearing people say it, but maybe it's Grishaverse. I don't know. So join us for that live chat. You're seeing this video on Wednesday, and the Instagram live chat is happening on today for you. And it's happening at 2 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 p.m. British Summer Time. So yes, come and join us if you love Leigh Bardugo's books, Six of Crows series, Shadow and Bone series, and we're going to be talking about that. We would love to hear what you have to say about the show in relation to the books, so please come and join us. I just want to remind you also of the April contest that I'm running this month. If you'd like a free ebook copy of my sequel to Wisps of Gold, Scathed Bones, that is available if you can answer the question correctly. And the question is, what province is the setting for my next novel in my Canadian Reminiscence series? And if you can answer that question in the comments below, or you can also head down below in the description, and I've left my link tree, and there's a link to that email campaign that I sent out, and there's so many different ways to reach me. Feel free to go ahead and leave your answer, and if you get the answer correct, I will give you a free ebook in honor of my birthday month, which my birthday already passed, and it was great. It was quiet, obviously, but I enjoyed spending it with my family and my husband, and well, our new TV came in on my birthday, so that was a kind of cool plus. And the weekend before that, I had spent it with my family. They were able to come out before the Ontario borders closed, and we just had a beautiful time outside. It was sunny, had some cheesecake from Costco, very good by the way, and Chinese food for dinner. Awesome. It's my favorite food, or one of my favorite foods. I love anything ethnic, Chinese, Indian, Thai, you name it, and Mexican. So it was a great birthday celebration. But that is why I'm holding this contest, to give a little something back to you guys. If you want some clues onto what the answer could be, you can check out the video that I did with the Rambling Readers the first Sunday of April this past month, where we discussed my book Wisps of Gold, but I also talked about the writing process as well, and I also gave some clues for the answer to this question. So if you want to head down below and check that out, and I highly recommend following Linda's World of Books channel. She does book haul videos, gives her thoughts on the books that she reads, and she hosts the Rambling Readers as a group of ladies, and it seems like I've joined them now, which I'm really happy about. And they pick a book every 4 months, and we all read it together, and then we come together and discuss our thoughts on it. So the next one is, I can't remember what it's called. I think it's Now I See You, or I See You. You'll when I do the edits, it will show up on the bottom. But so yeah, we're reading that for the next quarter. So if you want to be a part of that live show and see what we think of the work, and come join us, it's going to be a lot of fun. And also for the summer, we're going to be putting up a poll of each of us picked a book that we'd like to read, and you guys get to vote on the book that we're going to read and discuss. So join us on Linda's World of Books for that, and Dark Between Pages, and Sky's Book Blog, and Hungry Bookworm are all on there, and they're a wonderful group of ladies. I highly recommend. So yeah, that's it for this week. It's just a small short video just to let you know what's going on. And in the spirit, I'll give you a little bit of an update in the spirit of my last week being a vlog video week. So it's been difficult getting into a regular rhythm of, my goal was to write 1,000 words a day, because I'm still waking up once in the middle of the night to feed my baby, who's now 2.5 months old. Some afternoons I'm needing a nap, and just the way that my day works, I homeschool my kids. So from, we usually finish around 2:33 for the older ones at least. And when that's done, from 3 to 4, I still have an hour where the younger ones are still sleeping. They're still napping, which is very helpful. But because I'm still waking up in the middle of the night, sometimes I feel like I need a nap instead of writing. And it just depends. Some days I don't need it, and some days I do. So the days that I do need my nap, that takes away from my time of writing. So I'm finding it's a little difficult getting back into a regular rhythm of 1,000 words a day. So I decided I'm gonna drop it down to 500 words a day, which is a lot more feasible. If I get to 1,000 words a day, that's great. But for now, I'm gonna do 500 words a day. But today was kind of a triumph because I did 700 words today. And one video that I will put out soon within the next couple months is unlocking writer's block. I know that this is something a lot of writers struggle with, and it's something I have struggled with and occasionally continue to struggle with, but because through experience, I've learned how to unlock the writer's block. And that's what I did today. I wasn't too sure where my story was going, or I wasn't feeling extremely inspired, but I was determined to get my word count in of at least 500 words. And I did that, and it actually turned out really great. So I highly suggest that if you're having writer's block, just to plow through it, and you may find a gem that you would want to keep after that writing session. So in terms of where my story is going, I've written the part that's the catalyst to kind of shattering my character's world in a sense. And it's interesting, this story, because I'm exploring a different type of writing. With my first book, it was a historical drama. My second book was a historical murder mystery. And this one is kind of leaning more into the literary fiction world, which I'm excited to write, but I'm also really scared because I guess, I don't know, I'm not too sure if I have what it takes, but I'm definitely very willing to do it and to see how it goes and what's going to come about. And yeah, so that's where the story is going so far. The catalyst has happened, the big revelation that sets my character's journey now in a certain direction, and how all my other side characters are going to form that direction and what goes from there. So I'm really excited. I was waiting to get to that part, and now I'm finally there. This is chapter 3. So now I'm excited to get into what's next in my character's journey, and how she's going to struggle with this certain revelation, and how she's going to make it work in the life that she's built for herself in the province that she is in during World War II. So yeah, that's a quick little update with my vlog and my writing vlog. And that's it. So that's it for this week, guys. I wish you the best and good health and a joyous living. And I will see you next week with, next week will be my first book video that I'm going to share with you. So I will share with you, yeah, I'm excited. It's going to be fun. Readers, unite. Writers, I'm there for you in the content that I'm still going to give, but I'm just excited to just mix it up a little bit. So take care, everybody.